Cricketeers, this is Happy Joy Joy from Obsessed with Scrapbooking. Today we're going to be making this pocket card. I've used the Cricut to cut out these tags. They all come from Plantin Schoolbook, and I will show you how to fold this card out of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. I used here my Mind's Eye paper, and all of it is my Mind's Eye paper, and then I have two stamps I got from Michael's. This is a $1 stamp, and then this is just one of their stamps. I think it's kind of funny because it says life is like a roller coaster. It goes up and down and makes you scream and costs a lot to ride. Lord, don't we feel like that sometimes? God knows I do. So here we go. Let's get started. Okay, let's get started. We're going to be using this My Mind's Eye paper. It's double-sided cardstock, and I've cut it to 8.5 by 11. And the first thing I'm going to do is score it at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now I have the polka dots on the outside because that is what I want to show, the majority of the pattern that I want to show when I make this. Now first I'm going to fold it. This is the Score Pal, by the way. Love this thing because it scores so nicely and everything's all set to go when you use it. Okay, so I folded the sides in, as you can see, and my first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this top, it's almost like a quadrant, and I'm going to bend this paper in, leaving about 1 inch to that center line. And I'm just going to use my bone folder here that came with the Score Pal and just kind of flatten that out. And then down here in this quadrant, I'm going to fold it all the way to the center line. Helps if I can see the center line. Pretty sure if I can't see it, you can't see it. So that's not good. Okay, so go ahead and fold that. Soup like that. And the final thing I'm going to do is go ahead and cut this last little section here all the way to the center point. Okay, so that's it. That is pretty much all we need to do. Now the next thing I do is I take this bottom section and I fold it under. And then I'm going to come up and I'm going to fold this, kind of mirroring what I just did. I'm going to mark it down with a bone folder. And then I go ahead and I fold this top piece forward. And I bone fold that. There's my first pocket. And then I fold this bottom part up like this. And there's my second pocket. And there's my card. 1 pocket, 2 pocket. And all I need to do now is to use my ATG and stick all this together. Okay, I'm going to get ready to cut my tags now to put into my pocket card. I'm using the Plantin Schoolbook cartridge, which is great. That's what comes with the expression, and there's some real cool things in here, including a whole set of tags. So we're going to go ahead and cut some of them at 4 inches, some at 3, and a couple at 2. So I've gone ahead and loaded my paper, and let me just zoom in real quick here. It's pretty simple. I've set the sizing to 4, and I'm just going to press my tag feature. And then I'm going to press it again because I want 2 of them that size. And then I'm going to go ahead and press cut. Let me make sure my settings are good. 5, pressure is at max. I don't know if it needs max. We could probably dial it back. Yeah, let's not. But we could also up the speed a little bit. Let's do that to high. And let's press cut. Next, I'm going to go ahead and ink the tags. And what I like about these tags is they can kind of be used on either side because they're two-sided. And so when I lay them in there, I can do whatever I want. And also, most of the sides are light colored, so that's where I could write a little message if I wanted to. Now I'm just going to decorate it. I've taken this piece of little strip here. I'm going to go ahead and ink that real quick. And then that's going to go along my, along my front piece, front of my card, like so. Okay. Okay, and then I've taken this flower and I have a little brad in it, but I think I'm going to also punch this out with a 1-inch punch, and I'm going to go ahead and ink that around the edges to make a little flower center. This feels like a different inker because there's sure a lot more ink on it. Okay, I'm going to quick find a hole punch here to put that through. Kind of a fat hole punch, but that's all right. Okay, a little off center, but that's okay too. Just go ahead and this here. Grab a pop dot. Take some ribbon, tie this around my tags. A couple different kinds here. Let's see how much I've got left. Got this ribbon at Michael's after Christmas. Not the fanciest ribbon you're ever going to find, but that's okay.